In Smash Bros. History, there are 5 characters which are classified as broken in their respective games: Smash 64 Pikachu, meleefox, brawlmetaknight, Smash 4 Bayonetta and Ultimate Steve. One thing all of these characters have in common is that they are busted as hell. Let's start off with Smash 64 Pikachu. What made Pikachu so good? It was a perfect storm of speed, pressure, and terrifying edge guarding. Pikachu's quick dash and tiny body made it incredibly hard to hit, while its attacks were lightning fast and safe. The core of its strategy was the neutral special, Thunder Jolt. This projectile zipped across the stage, and at high percents, one hit could lead to a grab or even a kill. But the real nightmare started when Pikachu got you in the air. Because of the game's high hit stun, Pikachu's up aerial could chain into itself again and again, creating juggles that felt impossible to escape. The impact was immediate. While Pikachu is often remembered as the sole king of Smash 64, the meta has since shown that other characters like Kirby also have a strong claim to the throne, with players on characters like Yoshi and Captain Falcon even winning major tournaments. Still, Pikachu's toolkit was so effective that it forced the entire scene to get serious. The legendary player Ice showed everyone the character's insane potential, pioneering combos that looked almost infinite. This early display of power proved that even in a game that looked like a casual party, a broken character will always find a way to the top. Fox McCloud was the beast of Melee. Fox's overwhelming speed, combo game, and tricky recovery make him a perennial top-tier threat. But his power really comes from one of the most famous moves in fighting game history, his down special, the Shine. This frame 1 reflector wasn't just for defense, it was an engine for his entire offense. It could start combos, end combos, and, most famously, perform the Shine Spike, a frame-perfect edge guard that could steal stocks at 0%. The technical skill needed to master Fox was massive, but the reward was a character who could control the match like no other. However, calling Fox the single apex predator is an overstatement. The melee meta evolved around him, but he was never seen as unbeatable. His fast falling speed and lightweight make him a glass cannon, and for over 20 years, characters like Marth, Falco, and Shake have all had legitimate claims to the #1 spot. Still, Fox's overwhelming strengths have kept him at the heart of the meta for 2 decades, making him the very definition of competitive melee. Brawl brought what some know as the most powerful character, not just in Brawl, but in Smash history, Meta Knight. He wasn't just the best character in the game, he was the game. He didn't just bend the rules of Smash, he acted like they didn't exist. Most characters have 2 to 3 mid-air jumps, Meta Knight had 5, giving him a nearly infinite recovery. His special moves were a developer's worst nightmare. Dimensional Cape let him turn invisible and teleport, and a notorious glitch allowed him to stall under the stage forever. Being able to do 3 up airs in one short hop, the competitive scene wasn't centered on Meta Knight, it was suffocated by him. Tournaments became a sea of Meta Knights, with grand finals usually being a mirror match. The meta became a desperate search for the few characters, like Ice Climbers, who could use their own cheap tricks to even stand a chance. The community hit a breaking point, and many major tournaments took the unprecedented step of banning him from competitive play. Brawlmetaknight was the beginning of character bans in competitive Smash, and it would only keep going. Smash 4 launched with a pretty balanced roster. But then, with the arrival of the final DLC character, the meta was shattered forever. Bayonetta didn't just break the game, she remade it in her own image. For the last year and a half of its life, Smash 4 was the Bayonetta show. Her power came from 2 core mechanics, her inescapable ladder combos and her reality warping counter, which time. Using her up special and side special, Bayonetta could carry opponents from the stage floor straight to the blast zone for a 0 to death kill. If you got touched once, your stock was just gone. And if you tried to challenge her, that's what witch time was for. This dodge slowed down time, letting Bayonetta punish you with a fully charged smash attack or, even worse, start one of her death combos. The move was a terrifying get out of jail free card that shut down almost any aggressive play. The scene was thrown into chaos as players like Salem showcased her absolute dominance at major tournaments. This led to a massive community backlash and heated ban discussions. While Nintendo eventually nerfed her, it was too small, too late. Bayonetta remained the undisputed queen of Smash 4. Steve's power isn't about raw speed or one busted move. It's about something more frustrating. He just doesn't let you play the game. His ability to mine resources and place blocks completely changes the stage. He can build walls to stop recoveries, create platforms to extend his combos, and completely box you into a corner. This forces you into a boring loop of breaking blocks while he runs away to gather materials for his weapon upgrades. Once he gets gold or diamond, his attacks become terrifyingly strong. The frustration comes from feeling helpless. Even if you're winning neutral, he can just build a wall and negate your advantage. Techniques like Phantom MLG even let him survive kill shots. He has been number 1 since the first official tier list, and while he has weaknesses, his ability to control the stage and deny his opponent the chance to play has made him a uniquely powerful and hated force. Many top players have called him dangerously broken, not just for his strength, but for how he completely ruins the flow of the game. So there you have it. Pikachu, Fox, Meta Knight, Bayonetta, and Steve. Each one a tyrant in their own time, a character so strong they forced everyone else to adapt, innovate, or just give up and join them. But now I have to ask you, who gets your vote for the most broken character of all time? Was it the undisputed reign of Meta Knight? The late game dominance of Bayonetta? Or the pure frustration of fighting Steve? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this trip through Smash history, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching, and see you soon.